Crowder looking, throws it alley. Oh! He puts it down! He puts it down! It's over!
Welcome to 42 North 78 West Sports Show. Here's your host, Sebastian.
One week. We're back. Hold on a minute. Thank you, guys. Hold on a minute. Are we good now? I need to know.
Yeah, Taylor in the comments. This is what happens when we don't have
Taylor.
you
Yeah, this is why we need a check from the chat. Are we good now? Yes.
PJ.
Yeah, all right, so we're good again. So let me do a quick reset real quick.
The show never started.
Yeah, we'll do a quick reset. Hey, welcome to episode 30. Yeah, from the top. Hey, welcome to episode 33. I'm your host, Sebastian. Let's bring in Alex and Kevin.
Testing.
We're
here.
What's going on? Welcome, students.
That's my line.
I took
Start it again.
Start again. We gotta redo it.
Hi, PJ.
All right. I'm gonna restart because the Suns are up on the Clippers 3-1, and you know what? The Suns are gonna take it. Kevin,
Suns,
here we go.
close it out tonight. We'll see you in the NBA Finals.
Yes.
And then I think the big storyline here on the other side,
Yeah.
Trae Young stepping on the ref's foot, which has caused a bone bruise. If Atlanta sports, they're just one of the most unlucky just sports cities there is out there. I mean,
yeah,
that's unbelievable.
They're up there. If it wasn't for that World Series in the 90s, it'd be a disaster.
Yeah, that's tough.
So what do you think about the what do you think about the Bucks? You think they're gonna take the Hawks though?
Yeah, after seeing last night, Chris Middleton just absolutely just went off 20 points in the fourth quarter.
Guys, unreal.
Giannis had 30 again. I mean, those two are playing at the highest level possible.
He's been to the free throw line more than 15, almost 12 seconds
Oh,
every
yeah.
time, and they still haven't been calling it now. Now they don't call it. It's weird. They don't call it.
He takes his sweet time. I mean,
yeah, but he's taking his sweet time. It's like, what?
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't stuck to that and called him out for that. But
I don't know.
Yeah, you got to be consistent with it. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, I guess, yeah. Maybe the NBA said like just let him do his thing because he's our star player.
He's
He's
the last like
Probably.
MVP in here. He's like, let's get him to the finals.
Yeah. And then also, it's like LeBron with traveling. It's honestly like,
oh yeah,
like
Yeah.
or LeBron with double dribble, go up to the court, he'll stop the ball and still dribble, and they'll be like, of course it's LeBron. They're gonna let
if
him.
you're a
do it.
superstar, you get a lot of leeway.
Of course, yeah, that's exactly how it is. We can go on some NBA news with that.
Yeah.
So coaches.
A lot of coaching changes. So Ime Udoka has been hired by the Boston Celtics. One notable thing is that he has worked with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. They're in kind of the USA basketball camps. So player-friendly coach there. Rick Carlisle, after resigning from Dallas, has shifted over to Indiana, where he coached the team from 2003 to 2009. A little comeback there. Jason Kidd, another guy returning. He's returning to Dallas, where he won a championship as a player. He now returns as a coach. And then the biggest one that happened yesterday, Chauncey Billups is going to Portland, which has caused some ruffles within the organization. Lillard has shown support for Chauncey Billups to be the coach, but fans are not happy about it due to some sexual assault allegations towards Billups that happened in the late 90s. And those fans have gone after Lillard, which now Lillard is a little frustrated, and it sounds like he might want out. So, not good for Portland.
That's not looking good at all.
So we should be taking or kind of checking that out. There's going to be a lot of teams interested, of course. So we should see what happens.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool for Jason Kidd going to the Dallas Mavericks. I mean, I was looking at his coaching record. Got 194 wins and 192 losses. I was surprised when I saw that record.
Yeah, he last was head coach with the Bucks, where you see the Bucks are two wins away from getting to the finals.
Yeah, I know, because he coached that monster Brooklyn Nets team when he first became a coach. He was doing the real super team at the Brooklyn Nets when they had all Kevin Garnett and washed up Paul Pierce, basically.
Oh my God, yeah. That set their franchise back for 10 years.
Yeah, that set them back, yeah.
So those are the two places he coached before. He coached Milwaukee and then in Brooklyn before that.
Yes.
Those are the only two stops.
And then he was assistant for the Lakers for the past two seasons.
Yes. I do remember that.
Yeah, so I mean, hey, you know anything about that?
Not on the basketball.
All right. So let's see. We're going pretty fast on this one, honestly. I'm not trying to think of any more NBAs. It's really it. So
This league, I tell you.
This league.
Carlisle and Dallas is going to look weird.
You mean Carlisle and Indy?
Out away from Dallas.
Well, he had hair back when he coached the Pacers. He doesn't really have hair anymore, so that'd be a little different. But
yeah, it's just I've gotten so used to him in Dallas, so that'll look weird. I didn't even remember.
And also also the Dallas Mavericks hired a new GM, so Mark Cuban really changed it up over there.
Nike executive. I can't think of his name, but he was a Nike executive.
That's an out of the box hire.
But a lot of people say that.
I think I got it.
He does have a lot of
right here.
You got it.
Here it is. Yep, Nike executive
Nico Harrison.
Yep, Nico Harrison.
Which he has worked closely in basketball operations, so I guess it's not as out of the box hire as we thought initially. So could be a really good hire for Dallas.
Yeah.
You mean it's not like a business and economics guy, being shifted into a general manager role all of a sudden, like one Kevin Adams.
There's our Sabres talk.
It's not like
Hey, Sabres, let's talk Sabres.
Can't get away from them.
Okay.
No thanks. I was just making a point.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Let's have some fun with some NFL predictions. Honestly,
all right.
We're gonna have some fun with this because I wrote down some fun ones real quick.
Really?
Here, let's do a quick yes or no because I think we're all gonna say yes to these. Will the Bills win more than 10 games?
Is
Yes.
that a question?
Come on. There it is. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Come on. Will the Bills win the AFC East?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
These are just normal questions that people are asking about early predictions right now,
Silly questions.
and they're silly. That's what I thought. That they're all yes.
Where'd you get these questions from?
Yeah, trust me. Ready on the it was on a gambling site, also Bleacher Report, but we don't want to talk about Bleacher Report sometimes.
If you or a loved one is struggling with gambling, 1-800-GAMBLING.
So who do you guys think who could be a sleeper team that wasn't very good last year could pop up and be pretty good this year?
Yeah, that's good.
Let me take a quick
little
peek.
click gander. Ooh, because I have a follow-up one to that one.
I'm gonna say, and my answer is gonna be a little weird because they were in the playoffs last year. I'm gonna say Indy. I think Carson Wentz is gonna take a step back forward that they used to have now that he's back with Frank Reich. So I think they'll be pretty good this year. They'll give Tennessee a run for their money in the AFC South. I think
that's good. Yeah, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough at the top in that division for sure.
I also think the Rams might be all right again with Matt Stafford.
They're gonna be really good. Yeah. They're gonna be. They might end up being my NFC pick.
Mm-hmm.
Sean McVay,
I think Stafford's gonna be phenomenal with McVay. The weapons they got. I mean, they pretty much had the same team last year but a much bigger upgrade at the quarterback position.
What's interesting with them though is they lose Brandon Staley, their D coordinator last year, and their defense was phenomenal last year. Granted, they still have two of the best defensive players in the league, Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey, but could the coordinator make a huge difference? I don't know, because Staley did pull a lot of talent out of some of these players that we haven't heard of.
Yeah,
so
that's fair.
It's interesting.
That's fair. Do you remember who they replaced him with or no?
I do not.
I don't remember. But either way, I still think it'll be a great defense, and that offense always puts up points, even with Goff. It's going to put up even more now, I think.
Oh, I had one more team actually. This team just made it into the playoffs too, but the Miami Dolphins are a little bit of a
I don't know if they'll
tricky
be that
team.
good.
It's all on
Tua.
Tua.
Yeah, it's on. That's the thing.
I liked Tua coming out of college, and I still think he could be good. I don't know. I think maybe his injury from college might affect him. He just didn't look. I don't know. Just like I understand he was only a rookie, but it's just like
Underwhelming.
There were times where he was kind of putting up Tim Tebow stat lines.
I think he's better than him. But,
Well, yeah, but I mean, yeah, he's better than Tebow, but I mean, some of the passing stat lines look the same, like 70 yards, like 6 for 16, like.
No, he didn't look just. I don't know. He just didn't look right as an NFL passer. I don't know. Like just watch the guy that I watched in college. Just look totally different. Like usually, like guys, like I mean, obviously they're not going to look the exact same player because it's obviously a step up in speed and an overall competition. But like it looks like a common transition, but he just didn't look.
Well, he does have
the exact the same.
He does have some new weapons though coming in, which will help. I mean, he didn't have Preston Williams all year last year. He got hurt.
Yeah.
Will Fuller's coming in. Jalen Waddle. So there's really no excuses on that front. I mean, he doesn't really have much of a running game, which Miami kind of missed the ball on that.
Yeah, I was gonna say they don't have Matt Breida anymore.
No.
Yeah,
just Myles Gaskin and
that's
all I know. Myles Gaskin.
I still they really had some like bums last year on the outside.
Kenyon Drake still there?
No,
he's
in Arizona.
No, he's with Raiders.
Vegas.
Raiders.
That's right. Yeah, I really don't think overall they did enough around him this offseason. Not nearly as much as I would have would have wanted if I was a Dolphins fan. Like I don't know. I still don't think that, like you mentioned, like they still don't have much of like a running game. Like I don't know.
If teams throw their nickel defense out, it's like, well,
right.
What's gonna happen?
Yeah, they upgraded the weapons. They obviously upgraded their weapons from last year. Like, I mean, they had they were all like just bad. So obviously, anything they did this offseason would have been an upgrade. But I don't know if they exactly did enough.
Well, yeah.
Last team I want to throw in there, the Chargers. I think are going to take a huge leap.
The
Chargers.
About that.
They're not going to win the division, but they'll be a wild card team.
Herbert's going to be like crazy.
They get the best safety in the league back healthy.
That NFC North is going to be a trash heap this year.
Yeah. Well,
Rodgers leaves.
Rodgers, yeah.
And I'm still on the Rodgers is out train. Like I think that'll happen.
I think we'll have. It's gonna happen right before the preseason. It's gonna happen right before the preseason.
It's tough at this point.
I think it'll be like a training camp preseason trade.
It could be. It's just I don't know. You're late in the off season. It's tough. Like how are you gonna make that money work? Like how are you going to find a team that can afford him at this point after an offseason making moves? Like you could send a contract back maybe, but I don't know.
I don't know.
I would say like the only thing I could see would be like Denver, which I know they've been like the biggest name like out there, but
if you'd have to trade Bridgewater to them to make the contract work.
Yeah.
I'll bet he does. I'll bet he just doesn't play.
He might, he could sit out. I feel like he's that stubborn where he might actually sit out.
I think he could too.
He's pretty much all but come out and put the writing on the wall that hey, I want out. Like he's.
I don't blame him.
He's beat around the bush so much, but like we all know, hey, you don't want to be there anymore. We get it.
Yeah,
we see
blame him.
He said it. He could play Jeopardy, or he could host Jeopardy.
He was a damn good Trebek.
It was good.
Yeah, hell yeah.
On that note, too, if Aaron Rodgers leaves, what's a team that's just going to absolutely just be terrible this year? Because I'm on the Pittsburgh Steelers and being terrible.
Chicago.
Okay, Chicago.
Come on.
They're probably going to suck.
They are probably. But,
I don't know.
But the Steelers.
If Fields is legit, I mean, they were really just a quarterback away the last few years.
Ohio State QBs, Alabama QBs, they're all the same.
They don't work.
They're not though.
They never do.
You can't use that logic.
Why?
Why not?
Because every
There's a
quarterback's
track record.
different. Like,
Every
it's not-
quarterback that's come out of Alabama has been garbage.
they haven't had they've had the same coach, I guess. But like Ohio State, they haven't had the same coach
They had,
throughout history.
I mean, they had Urban Meyer for a lot of it.
Yeah, well, he's not there anymore.
All right, but he's supposed to be the quarterback guy.
He's not there
Yeah, he has an
anymore.
NFL head
Field-
coaching
Field-
job.
But
Fields
I'm
was never
saying,
there
but
with
I'm
Meyer,
saying
though.
when he was the coach, he didn't have a quarterback that was good that went into the league. That was
No.
good. So that's my point. Is
Okay,
how can I go in there with the thought that Justin Fields might be good if no other Ohio State quarterback has been good?
And Ryan Day
Because
worked
he's
on Urban Meyer's
different.
staff for a few years.
Right.
So
Because he's a different guy than every quarterback that's come before.
Stop playing devil's advocate. Chicago's going to be terrible.
I know what you're trying. I know you're just trying to get.
But-
I know you're just trying to state that.
So-
I'm just saying
so-
Fields. I think Fields is going to be good.
I mean, I think the Jaguars are also going to be bad too, because nothing around Trevor Lawrence is going to be good.
will the Houston Texans go 0-17? That's what I wonder.
Yeah,
That's gonna be a fun one to watch.
yeah, that's going to be.
If Watson's not playing, then they absolutely could.
He still
Because Davis Mills is going to be their quarterback.
Tyrod Taylor.
Oh,
Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
right.
like Tyrod. That's right. But
He still doesn't have a hole in his lung right now.
I don't know.
No, he's good. That healed up.
But either way, I
think
mean,
so.
Yeah.
but either way, I mean, Tyrod with that roster would just be the mess. That'd be awful.
Oof.
Like Tyrod was decent. He was okay-ish. When he was here, but he had a decent roster around him. He had good weapons around him. He had Sammy Watkins. He had Robert Woods.
He was standing next to LaShawn McCoy.
Yeah, he could just hand it off to him. He's got absolutely nothing in Houston.
Yeah.
I'd feel bad for him.
But he did stand behind Chico Incognito instead of Eric Wood that one time. Remember that bonehead play he did that one time? Remember he stand behind the guard and then the center threw the ball and then went right past him?
Oh yeah,
Drawing
I
a
do
blank
remember
on
that.
that.
Yeah,
Come on, that little blooper.
Yeah.
But I don't
You
really remember that.
don't remember that one?
Not really.
Yeah,
no.
that one was like what it was
maybe
all over.
Maybe I just erased that history. That
Well,
that
we got
memory of
Josh.
Bill's
We got
history.
Josh.
The drought years
Out
are
of my
just
brain.
It's
out
over.
of- yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
don't think about the drought.
Well,
years
Tyrod
anymore.
Taylor did actually break the drought, so we do give him credit for that. He did, kind
was,
of technically did.
he was there.
He was there when it happened.
Yeah,
man.
He was
okay,
there,
he
I
was
mean,
there. All right,
Andy
all right.
Dalton ended the drought.
He
He was
did.
there. I mean, yeah.
I was still on for Andy Dalton being the backup quarterback. That would have been such a good story.
Now he's in Chicago. Right,
I
Zach?
know.
Dallas. Oh, yeah, he is in Chicago.
He starts QB1. He is QB1.
Yeah, Justin Fields isn't even going to play. We're arguing
See-
about Justin Fields.
Andy Dalton's
Got
got
the
the
yeah,
If he doesn't start right away, he will start at some point this
nah,
year.
the red rifle. He's got
I
it.
love Dalton, but I mean,
All right, so we've had two guys here go to a baseball park. They've gone to two baseball parks in the last 2 weeks now. See
Yeah.
the New York Yankees.
Big
Yeah.
baseball guys.
We all-
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
sadly, but
We went to two parks and
I mean-
saw three teams.
I'm hopefully in 2 weeks I can finally give my review on a baseball park. Finally, but you guys went to Fenway Park, which is honestly a bucket list thing. Which is probably
Doesn't have to be.
could. Well, I mean, it's
Underwhelming.
you weren't there
I
long
mean,
enough.
No, it wasn't. It
well-
wasn't underwhelming at all. I mean, honestly, the ballpark's beautiful. It is a beautiful park.
It's a cool.
Yeah.
It's a cool area around it. It's because it's like, it's kind of like a. I mean, we only really saw kind of like, I don't know, like the one street, and then behind I think it would have been like home. I can't really tell from the outside like where we were, but I mean, I remember the strip that we ended up on, and with the bar we checked out, that was obviously like center field and stuff. But like kind of from the outside, it's almost like to say it almost doesn't look like a stadium. It's in
No.
certain parts when you look, it's just like a brick building. And if it weren't for like the banners that come across, say like Fenway Park, Boston Red Sox,
It would just look like another warehouse.
until you really get to like the gate, and you're like you see like everything, walking into a stadium, you can see the inside. Then you're like, all right, this is a ballpark.
But that's what
like,
I think
it's
that's
cool,
what,
though.
yeah, I think that's what's cool about it too, is that it's like and it's nestled like right in the heart of the city too. Like and you know what? Getting out of there with 37,000 people, what were we out in 5 minutes when we tried to leave? I mean, that traffic wasn't bad at all.
To be fair, we did leave early.
That's true. That's
but
true.
still, I think your point stands. But
Where were you guys in again? I forgot.
Center field.
center field.
Center field. Oh, okay.
How was
Yeah.
the experience of being a fan of the opposition,
That's more of an Alex question.
Alex?
Alex.
It really wasn't all that bad. No one really said anything to us until like, you know, we started like getting chants going and this and that. They would, you know, boo you right away. Or like after like Judge's home run and the Yankees got a little bit of a rally going, you know, we were, you know, standing up, clapping a little bit, pointing each other out. A lot of them just yell, sit down, this and that. Well, the guys next to us, they were sitting there, Red Sox fans, obviously. They were talking to us. They were actually kind of cool. We were having normal baseball conversations. You know, they were, you know, kind of cool. You know, they were cool.
Did you bring out the Bills? Did you?
We did.
Yes,
we did. We mentioned that we're from Buffalo and that, and we talked. So, you know, we told how we're running the division now, whatever. But they were cool like the whole time, joking around and stuff. And then we got up to leave after was the we went to get up to go get food or get a drink.
That's what my next question. And my next question on that was, how was the beer and is the beer and concessions good there? Because that's always a question on a. If you go to a ballpark, that's what you gotta rate.
It was fine.
It was fine.
Yeah. Well, what
were they serving?
Well, we were just getting like Bud Lights and that.
Oh, they got Bud Light. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
But then like so when we got up to leave, we were like, all right, we'll go get something to drink. And like if the Yankees don't score, it was the bottom seventh. We're like, all right, if the Yankees don't score in the top half of the eighth, then we're gonna leave. You know. So we got up to leave, and then those guys that were cool all game with us, all of a sudden, are like, yeah, get out of our stadium. We're like, are you kidding me? Like now you want to talk and we're walking away from you, ready to leave.
Gosh.
Down 4 runs. Like, yeah, we're not going to talk.
Maybe there were a couple.
Now, obviously.
Maybe there were
like,
a couple beers in. All right. Maybe they were like.
Oh, they were drinking Trulies and stuff.
Yeah. Maybe they were like.
Drink your fruity drinks.
Well, excuse me.
Yeah.
I like seltzers.
Uh-oh.
I never said I hated them.
Nice save.
Yeah, good job, Beth.
You guys got anything else from Fenway Park? Anything else like it?
Yeah, I want to talk about the clubhouse bar.
That was
All
really
right,
cool.
so there was this bar that's in the stadium.
Okay.
But it's you don't need a ticket to get into this bar. It's right next to where our gate was on Lansdowne. And you go into this bar, and like I said, it's in the stadium. It's literally like a literal hole in the wall.
Mhm.
And there's like a garage door, and the garage door slides up and it's center field.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can look right out there. You see the bullpen right to the left. You walk over to the left a little bit. You could see the entire the entire field.
This is bad TV, but I took a picture from the. Can you guys
come
see
on,
that?
zoom. Come on, focus.
Work.
Pull back a little bit. Oh, it's clearing up. All right. You can see it pretty good. You can see it good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's from like right on the other side of the.
Wow, that's pretty sick.
Yeah. So it was like right in center field. It was like right below like the tall wall, like in center field.
It was crowded and packed and
that ballpark
claustrophobic.
Plus that ballpark was full, right? Was that a packed house?
Packed house, yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Packed house to watch Kike Hernandez hit a leadoff home run off Garrett Cole.
Yeah, we don't talk about that, but Judge hit a.
Well, I mean, we should probably talk about the game that we went to. No, I'm just kidding.
We saw a Judge home run.
Oh,
he hit it out of the stadium.
He hit it
over the monster and out of the stadium. Out of the streets
onto Yawkey Way.
That was cool. Yeah, so that was cool to see.
Yeah, I mean, we only walked on. Going back to that point, we only walked on Jersey and Lansdowne. We didn't even go on Yawkey.
Yeah, no, we didn't really get there like super early to really walk around a ton. We were just like, let's just go hang out at the bar for half hour, drink, and then we'll head in. But yeah, so no, that was cool. Yeah,
fun experience. Fun experience. All right, I can't wait.
Would go again.
I can't.
When hopefully.
But I can't wait. I can't wait to tell you guys of how bad my experience is going to be. That's what I can't wait for. I can't wait to tell you how bad mine's going to be.
For what?
For the athletic stadium.
Oh yeah.
How bad?
That dump.
Literally the dump. I'm literally going to a dump to go watch a baseball game. So
no offense
that's
to
good.
Oakland.
It's no offense.
It's a good franchise. They find a way to be successful all the time.
But their ballpark is absolute crap.
You know who else plays in a dump? The Sabres. Let's talk about the Sabres.
No. Maybe this could be the one time we take a little break from the Sabres.
I was just kidding.
Yeah, I know.
We can enjoy a break right now because in about a month we'll be drafting.
We do have to talk about the Cup final that starts.
An hour
ago.
Oh yeah.
Montreal.
Hell yeah.
Montreal.
What a story they are, honestly. I mean, they're a lot of fun to watch. They have they have a lot of fun players. I mean, Cole Caulfield is awesome. I love Nick Suzuki. I love watching Brendan Gallagher whenever he plays. Carey Price is playing lights out. I mean,
Shea Weber,
former Sabre Eric Stahl. The list just goes on and on. I mean, they're putting it together, and
I don't like it.
they put it together at the right. It could be Toronto,
It could be Toronto.
but it's not.
It's not. It's Montreal, who I like a lot, or I hate a lot less than Toronto, but I still don't like.
I mean, I don't like Montreal either, but I mean, I'm so sick of Tampa and their $18 million over the cap just killing everybody.
I'm with you there. However,
Who? Uh-oh.
I don't want the cup back in Canada.
Oh.
I mean, I hate Canada just as much as you, but I don't want another Tampa Cup. And they're up.
Let them have their story.
Who cares if they win another one?
Then
it just tells the league more like, hey, maybe you shouldn't let the team, let teams do this.
But it's still a problem whether they win the cup or lose the cup.
I agree.
You got to score up.
I think it just emphasizes it.
Yeah,
more.
it's 1-0 Tampa after one.
What a shame.
And they're going to be on the power play.
Isn't it been 80 years since Montreal's been to the Stanley Cup, right?
No.
No, it's been 80 years since where they won or something. What was
Neither. 93.
Oh, no. What?
93 or 94.
What was that big story they were saying that it was like a lot of years or something for something?
Yeah, that.
Oh.
It's still a long time for Canada. I mean, hockey's Canada's sport.
Why do I was thinking, who was the 80 years I'm thinking about?
Why
I have no idea where
that's why they shouldn't.
Was that Toronto you're thinking of maybe?
I don't know, but there was something.
That's like 51 or 52.
Yeah.
It is the longest drought in hockey, though. Cup drought. I mean, because they were playing before the Sabres expanded.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's another honorable. We got another one. You guys got any else to say? Yeah. Demaris
Thomas retires. He finished his career with 724 catches, which is 48th all time, 9,762 yards, which is 53rd all time, 63 touchdowns, which is tied for 69th all time. Nice. Four-time Pro Bowler, and he was a Super Bowl champ. And
nice.
He was infamous for that game-winning touchdown that Tim Tebow threw him.
Wait, you know what? You want to relive it real quick? Do you want to relive it?
Tebow time.
Come on, Tebow. Yeah, Tebow time.
Overtime games this year. They won them all. Got it at the 30. It's Thomas at the 50.
I mean, he hit him in strut. I remember watching this in my living room on Sherindale, and
Show's over. Have a good night.
Crazy.
Show's over.
Crazy.
Show's over.
I remember, Tebowing everything. This is what it's all about right here. Yes. We'll stop this now. Hold on.
Well,
all right.
With all those numbers and everything, is Demaryius Thomas a Hall of Famer?
No.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, hi, we're still live.
Maybe later.
I think
later. It's not first ballot.
I think it's hard for me to. It's hard for me to say for a receiver because you have to be like really good to get it. Like you honestly have to have eye-popping stats as a receiver like your entire career.
I agree. He only played 11 seasons, so that kind of hurt him too.
Yeah.
That's it.
11 seasons.
For some reason, I feel like he played more.
He dropped off quick.
I mean, it was ever since. I mean, because he had Peyton Manning as a quarterback, so he had really good numbers. When
and he had Tim Tebow as a quarterback, man.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Exactly. So good.
Yeah, you go from probably the worst ever played to one of the best.
Oh, my god.
Maybe he is a Hall of Famer then, Al.
He is.
Oh, maybe he is. If he put up numbers with Tim bleeping Tebow, then yeah, maybe he's a Hall of Famer.
Yes.
Maybe you deserve to be in the Hall of Fame if you can actually have good numbers with Tim Tebow as your quarterback. Sure, put him in. Put him in. I'm on the Demaryius Thomas Hall of Fame.
Are you on the boat for getting him a Hall of Fame?
I don't think he gets in.
Okay, all right,
with those numbers. I think that's gonna.
All right, good.
No, honestly, it is tough for receivers to get in.
So yeah, it really is because you got to put over almost 1,000. You got to put in.
There's so many good receivers out there. Like you got to be phenomenal. You got to be
You got to be like Stephon Diggs.
Yeah,
yeah, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Nicely,
I agree.
You guys want to talk NASCAR real quick before we sign off?
Oh,
that depends.
It depends.
We have Anthony Alfredo news.
I mean, not news, but he raced in both races.
Well, hey,
okay, we have 2 races to talk about from this weekend. Wow. 2 cup races, both at Pocono, one Saturday, one Sunday. Let's talk about the Saturday race first. The Saturday race had Alex Bowman win on the final turn. The racist was leading the entire race, and he blew a tire on the final turn. So Alex Bowman passed him and won.
What a shame.
Kevin, your question is going to be answered. He finished 26th out of 38. On Sunday.
Not good.
Sunday.
Sometimes you got to go backwards to go forward.
Was it a dirt track?
Nope.
All right, never mind.
Sebastian's boy, Kyle Busch, took home the win. Kyle Larson, the race is finished in second. 34th out of 38.
Oh,
Really?
My goodness.
Tough weekend.
Yeah, tough weekend for the
he's only
hashtag
he-
sauce.
Nah,
he was tired. He needed his rest.
He's getting ready for the 4th of July. All right. He's
he's
got a lot of planning to do. And
Speaking
Yeah.
of which, they usually race at Daytona this weekend. I'm going to check on that.
I think it's. Wait a minute.
They always have Daytona at the. Nope, Road America next week.
Oh man.
Sunday, July 4th, 2:30 at Road America. The first time they're ever racing at Road America, so that's
Huh.
cool.
That makes sense.
That's good.
Yeah.
Also, if you guys want to, speaking of racing, if you guys want to watch a movie to go back to the movies, go watch Fast 9. It's a very stupid movie, but it was entertaining. That's all I'm
Is
going to
that right?
say. Yes. Yeah, I went to see it.
I mean, how much more can you go?
I went-
at 9 movies. at
Yeah,
this
I went to
point?
see.
How
I went to
much-
see an IMAX yesterday. Yeah,
How
it
much
was
different
kinda-
can you be?
how
Days
much faster or furious can you get?
Exactly.
Days of Thunder is a good movie.
Of course.
If we're talking NASCAR, Clinton Trickle.
Actually, NASCAR brought up in Fast 9, so that's why I
That
kind
was
of
my
brought it up.
Daytona 500 prediction.
Yeah.
Didn't work out.
Whoa.
Nope.
What?
Not a racer.
Not right. Not right. Oh, what was they like? Oh, what's Tom Cruise's movie?
That's the one, Days of Thunder.
Oh, oh my god. Oh, and I'm thinking about Talladega.
Oh, yeah, no, that's Ricky Bobby.
Yeah, it's Ricky Bobby. Shake and bake, baby.
Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell Williams.
All right, you guys got anything else? Any other news? You got something?
Yeah, there's sports. Let's everyone go watch them.
Oh, we never put on. I know you guys were upset about Renee Robert.
Renee
Is that-
Robert.
Oh,
Robert.
Yeah. Robert. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
right. That happened. It happened after our show.
But right at it was like right
it was
after.
like
Yeah.
Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, as someone that's our age, I mean, I can't really speak much on
Right.
Rene Robert as a hockey player, but as an alumnus and having met him before at the wine tournament or at the wine festival, he's a really cool guy, down to earth. Was. And we keep hearing, the stories from, the guys on GR, Perot. I heard Razor had a story, Marty had a story of just how he was at every alumni event, no matter what. And he was one of the guys who would always like honestly speak their mind on the team and not just kind of be like, oh yeah, I used to play for the Sabres.
Yeah.
Sabres so good. No,
Mhm.
like he would be, one of the guys who was like, listen, like I think the team sucks. Here's why I think the team sucks, and you appreciate that, especially from former players. So
And
yeah, he's
that was a conversation I just had actually. It was that era of like, players in the 70s and 80s that if they got drafted by a certain team, they stuck by that team.
Yeah,
That
free
was different
agency
era.
really wasn't a thing back then.
Yeah,
I mean, it was
if you-
it was a lot more trades than anything.
Yeah, if
you
you-
saw trades happened, more frequently, and there were more blockbusterish trades that just kind of you just saw. You read it. I guess you would read in the paper and be like, oh, he went there. That's not very surprising. This is what they do. I mean, but as far as Renee and Rick and Gilbert all playing for the Sabres for so long, and being so good for so long, and now there's only one left, so that kind of sucks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, we were in the Stanley Cup in our 5th year of existence, and obviously they were the main reason for that.
And Robert scored the fall goal.
Yeah. Like they were the main reason for that. Like we obviously didn't grow up in that age, but we knew growing up all about the French Connection. I mean, you see it in the arena. Their jerseys are hung up right next to each other's. 7, 11, and 14. They were the Buffalo Sabres from the very beginning. So it's it was sad to hear. And like you mentioned, I was listening to GR like all day, the next day afterward, hearing the stories and stuff like that. It was pretty cool. The one I'm trying to remember, Bulldog said it from the afternoon show, obviously, that Robert like had pieces from like the Odd
On his
or something.
driveway.
Yes.
Yeah, I
That's
heard that
awesome.
too.
That
Yeah.
is awesome. That's so cool.
Yeah, his driveway is made up completely of pieces from the Odd. Like he had shipped down to Florida and everything, and like
That's
they
incredible.
made his driveway out of that.
Wow.
If that doesn't
That's straight
if that doesn't
dedicated.
say I'm a Buffalo Sabre, then I don't know. Then I don't know
Right.
We
And,
often-
and it's a shame
Oh.
that he as much how much he supported the team, that they've been a joke for the past decade.
Yeah.
I hate to see it for all the alumni who put so much heart and soul into that organization that have to watch this recently. But it was a sad day for him, and hope his family's doing all right in the process right now.
We went from celebrating the French Connection to being disconnected.
Oh, good one.
Thank you. I've been waiting to say that.
Whole week?
No, just
now.
waiting for you to
Just
finish.
now. All right. I think that wraps up our show, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys please give a like on this video. It really helps us. It really supports us. Other than that, I think that really helps up. However, everyone has a good night. Also, I almost had a hole in one in Bob's, but we're not going to talk
You're
about
not that guy, pal.
I'm not
Trust
that guy.
me, you're not that
Not
guy.
that guy. Really.
You're
Peace.
The
absolutely.
pole rejected, dude. That ball.
See ya.
See you guys.
Bye.